Why does Lex Luthor hate Superman? See, here's the thing. That's actually a common misconception. He doesn't. No, that's not true. He does. He hates Superman with the fire and passion of 1,000 suns. His reasons for this, of course, vary from version to version, but most of them go beyond the I hate you because I'm the bad guy in this comic. As a matter of fact, I don't think Lex Luthor has ever said that. But that's not to say he hasn't. There's a lot of comics I haven't read, including this one. I really should, though. That cannot end well. The Gene Hackman movie version of Lex Luthor, you know, the one that's always yelling about how smart he is.
Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mind of our time.
Doesn't hate Superman for any other reason, aside from the fact he's the only one that can spoil his plan to sink the West Coast into the ocean. And I can understand that. It's a solid plan that he wants to see through. No, it's not. It's dumb. It's a dumb plan. In Superman Earth 1, Lex is a woman previously named Alexa, who thinks Superman is dangerous and a threat to humanity. But she also hates him because she blames him for the death of the original Lex Luthor after Zod followed Clark to Earth and killed him. In the Smallville comic that continues after the season finale, where Superman only appears for about 30 seconds in the entire 10-season run, his hatred for Superman also stems from the fact that he perceives him as a threat to planet Earth. In fact, a lot of comic incarnations share this similar reasoning. That being an entity with that much power is far too dangerous to be allowed to roam unchecked. Because what if he snaps and just starts pitching space rocks at major cities? Lex Luthor isn't the only one who's had that concern. Batman has a multitude of contingency plans in place in case Superman goes rogue. And call him a paranoid lunatic, but he has been proven right in the past to do so. For Lex, though, often he'll use the Superman is a threat excuse to mask a deeper hatred for him. You see, everything he's built is off the back of his own hard work. He's a self-made genius billionaire, what he considers an icon of Metropolis. And not only that, he's a human being whose physical strength is cultivated over years of hard work, not with a mixture of solar radiation and alien biochemistry. When Superman showed up, for the first time in his life, Lex Luthor feels inferior, and even goes so far to project that inferiority onto others, once even mocking Clark Kent for being way shittier than Superman in the story All-Star Superman.
But with him around, you're a parody of a man. A dullard. A cripple. Next to Superman, even Lex Luthor's greatness is overshadowed.
It's weird, though, that he feels so threatened, because he has a lot going on. Superman didn't build a multi-billion-dollar company, and his intellect arguably isn't as vast. Plus, he doesn't have that collection of business suits. Also, Superman's head is not nearly as shiny. These are all things to be proud of. But speaking of Lex Luthor's shiny head, originally, he hates Superman because when they first met in the 60s, a lab experiment went wrong, causing Lex to go bald, and naturally, he blames Clark.
Your super breath destroyed my lab and blew the gas fumes at me, causing my hair to fall out.
There's actually a great video on that by NerdSync that goes into more detail on this. I'll link that below and at the end of this video if you're interested, so you can say to yourself afterwards, man, comics are so much better nowadays. They're certainly not funnier though. I'll give them that. Why though will this latest live action version of Lex Luthor hate Superman? It's hard to say at this point. Could be the bald thing, could be the jealousy thing. It could even be that thing I said earlier, how Lex Luthor is a woman and blames Superman for the death of the other Lex Luthor. But if I had to guess, it's probably because Superman knocked down all those buildings in Man of Steel, which is a pretty good reason to hate someone. Thanks everyone, and like I said, that video I didn't make on why Lex Luthor is bald will be linked below and at the end of this video, along with this one that I did make on why nobody recognizes Clark Kent as Superman. Also, if you liked this, I have a podcast called The Weekly Planet that covers movies and comics and TV shows. I'll also link that below where you can find it. Or you can go to the terrific comicbookmovie.com, where it is also featured there. But what do you think the best reason for Lex Luthor hating Superman is? You can leave your thoughts on that below if you want, or do not. Either of those things are fine. Alright, thanks everyone. Take care.